Hi everyone, welcome to the Resinator. As you can see by what I've got on my workbench here, it's one of my canvases that I painted when I was doing the pink beach scene. I'm going to have a go at a geode. I've been dying to have a go at one of these, but I've been a bit nervous. So I thought I'd just use this canvas because it was already prepared, and I've sort of mapped out where I want my geode to go. Not sure about this one. I might make it more diagonal. I don't know. I'm not sure. But first things first, I need to put some crystals in. So I've got my hot glue gun, and I'm just gonna stick a load in there like so, and then I've got a load of these that I'm just gonna pop in the glue, hopefully a bit at random. I'll keep the shorter ones for the corners, I think. Let's pop one in there. Now I'm using hot glue because if I did this bit with resin, the resin wouldn't go off quick enough before my crystals fell over. I'm just going to move that up so I can do this corner and have a little look at the other ones I've got here. These I actually made with UV resin, and I don't know whether you have seen it, but a couple of months back I did a tea light holder which was like a smoky crystal, and I basically filled that up with UV resin, cured it, and then broke them apart while they were still soft, and they've come out pretty good. So yeah, I think those might make a good corner one. The good thing about doing this with hot glue as well is you can stick some of them at an angle. They don't necessarily have to be dead straight. There we go. So I'm just gonna let that glue dry. Shouldn't take too long. And then I'm gonna make sure I've got rid of all of the little stringy bits of glue, and then we will get started with the next stage. So my resin's all mixed now. Do you know, since I did the diorama the other week, I'm still finding the odd bit of static grass. I'm having to be so careful. Anyway, my resin is ready. I've got my crystals. Now these crystals I actually made myself with UV resin. I've got this, and I've been making them with UV resin, and whenever I've got a little bit of clear left over from another project, I've just thrown it in there. So I've been making these over the course of a while. I don't know if I'm going to have enough, but it doesn't matter if I don't, because I can make some more. So I'm just going to place these on here to start with. I'm not worrying too much about how uniform it looks right now, because there's going to be smaller ones in there as well, which I know I won't have enough of, but we can soon sort that out. So now that I've got those in place, I'm just going to drizzle some clear over these and let it run down. And of course, resin self-levels, it will want to find the lowest point naturally, so it will run in between these, which is what we want. And now I'm going to add some of the smaller ones in. Just to give it a little bit more of a random look. And these fill in little gaps really well too. And then I think I'm going to add in some little sprinkles of the gold crushed glass, just little bits here and there. So I'm going to do the same for these two corners, and then I'll be back for the next stage. So I've made my resin and mixed up my colours, and I'm going with purples and golds. And the colours that I have used are purple, bright gold, dark purple, light purple. Can you see the theme here? And I've also made up some black. And I'm going to be making up some white. So I'm just going to pop a bit of that in there. I didn't feel the need to mix all the others on camera, because I'm sure you've seen lots of resin artists mixing in different colours into resin. So I'm going to go with a bit of diamond white. And in that, I'm going to put a couple of drops of Lumino resin dye paste. I'll start with one first, I think, because this stuff goes a long way. Now I think I want that a little bit more white opaque than that, so we'll put another couple in. Please excuse my sneezing. Hay fever season is starting to kick in the UK. It always starts to get me about March. Not sure about that. Okay, I might end up adding some more white to that. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my gold, which is getting a bit thick now, so I need to get a move on. And I want to drizzle a line across the edge. I'm going slightly over my crystals. I'm going to do the same this side. This is going to be the messiest geode you've ever seen, I'm sure. And I am literally dripping this everywhere. Now I'm going to go in with my darker colour. I'm just going to thicken up some of this with what I've got left. And then I'm going to go in with the next purple. Now I've got some black, which I'm just going to pour, otherwise I'm going to end up getting it everywhere. So I think I might need a bit more white. I think perhaps a bit of white there. But I am going to go in with a bit of gold now, so let's do that. I've left this one till last because I wanted it a little bit thicker. So I think I'm gonna make up a little bit of maybe the dark purple again. Don't think I need any more white, so the dark purple, maybe the lighter purple. Okay, back in a sec. So I've got a little bit more of my dark purple. And I'm just going to fill in some of these gaps. This was the last bit of clear that I had left, and I do think I'm probably going to have to make up a little bit more, but I didn't want to waste this bit of clear. So I'm going to go away, I'm going to mix up a little bit more resin just to fill these little gaps with this dark purple, and then once the whole thing is cured, I'll come back to you for the next stage. This is all cured now, so I've just got a few finishing touches to put on it. So I need to do the line work, and for that I'm going to be using Geode chrome markers. I've got a gold one here. Let's give it a bit of a shake. Okay, so I want to follow some of the longer lines, and I want a thin line, so I'm just going to go along from here. Just go along there like that, and along here. I think I'm going to go around this thin black line here, so around like that, a little bit across the corner, and then I might make this one a double line. Okay, I'm going to stop there before I overcook it. And the other thing I want to do is carefully move it up a little bit around the edges here where the crystals went, where I put the crystals on. Some of the canvas is bare, and I've got this gold acrylic paint, antique gold, so I'm just going to use a little bit of that. I've got a little palette by the side of me here, and I'm just going to touch up those little areas so we're not looking at bare canvas. And then once everything's completely dry, I'm then going to give it a clear top coat, and then I'll be back to show you the finished piece. This is all done now, and I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love it. Considering this is my first ever attempt at anything like a geode, I'm really happy with the result, especially as all of these crystals I made myself. The only thing that has been added to it is colourant and the little crushed glass bits that I've sprinkled onto it. I'm in love with it. I love the colours. I love what they've done as they've intermingled with each other. I'm really pleased with it, and I'm looking forward to trying this again, most definitely. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks, it's free, and it really helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I've used in this project will be down in the description, along with links to my Etsy store, my Amazon wish list, the super thanks button, and to buy me a coffee. Everything that comes in from those goes straight back into the channel, and that's what keeps me doing what I love, and that is making these videos for everyone. There's also links down in the description for the various companies that I'm affiliated with, and there's discount codes down there, so go and grab yourself a bargain. Keep your eyes peeled for memberships, because I promise they are coming soon. And all that's left to say is thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.